partying, having a good time. I'm one proud man.
Bargain-loving Brits in the sun. Stream now on My 5.
Morning. Ed. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just waiting for the civilized savage. Good morning. Morning, people there. Morning, Eves. I'm good, babes. How are you? I need to find the civilized. Let me find her. Let me find her. She's on. Yes, she's, I don't know. All right. It may not. Oh, I hope you're okay. I'm waiting for the civilized. Hold on. Good morning, people them, good morning. I can't even see her. I know she's about to jump on. Hi Chris, good morning. Morning. Oh, okay. Okay. Good morning, people them. Let me just wait for my co-host. How is everybody doing this Monday morning? I'm not gonna lie. You can see the outfit I'm in. I'm living in the Grinch outfit. Hi, Dukes. I'm living in the Grinch outfit because I feel like I'm here to make your Monday better. I'm here to make your Monday better, but I was not feeling great. But I'm here to make your Monday matter. 100%. What's heaving? What's heaving right now? Good morning, people them. Good morning. What's heaving? How is everybody doing today? We've got a really, really, really good live for you guys today. Really good live. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, thank you. I am the Grinch, I'm not gonna lie. Serving Grinch vibes today. My hair needs doing, all kind of things, but we're here. We give thanks. We give thanks for Monday. Some people didn't wake up this morning. You know them ones there? Some people didn't wake up this morning. So we give thanks for waking up this Monday morning, and we are grateful and ever present. Oh, thank you, Eves. Thank you. Oh, it's giving. There might be a little bit of a cold coming. I'm so hot as well now. Oh, let me get my Red Bull. I'm a promoter of a good Monday, but I'm not a promoter of health. Right, Civilized is in the building. In the building. Babes, hold on, let me. Good morning, good morning.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah, I think I needed to add you as co-host, babes. I don't think that was the way to do it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I don't want you like just
You
here
can make me
the...
on the big screen next to you, though.
How do I do that, boo? Just teach me.
If you go to your, what's it called? The bottom left,
Yeah.
there should be a,
Right, it says guests, and then I do...
yeah, and then you should, if
Oh, here we go. Grid.
Okay.
What are we doing
Yeah.
now? So which one is it?
The one with
This
the two rectangles side by side.
Oh, there we go. You told me something new
Good
this
morning, good morning. We're
You've got to
getting
bring
out
the
of
vibes today.
vibes.
You've got to bring the vibes today. I'm actively the Grinch this morning. I was tired.
Girl, I'm not. Anyway, I'm here. We are here. Monday matters.
Like we promised. We're here like we promised.
Say less. Say less. It's all right. It's all right.
What I might do though, let me see if I can let off a flare. What are you saying?
Oh, let off the flare. Send it out.
I can let off a flare this morning. Can I let off a flare?
Send out the flares.
Yeah, I can let off a... Should we let off the flare like early though? Or do you want to wait?
I say we risk letting off the flare.
Because it goes for 30 minutes.
Okay, maybe let's warm up a little bit.
Right, and then let off the flare.
Let's warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
And when we've warmed,
we'll let go the flare.
We'll let go the flare.
Happy Monday, people, them.
Happy Monday, guys.
Who's in the chat?
Who is in the chat? Who's here? Let's see.
We've got Eva in the chat. We've got Angela in the chat.
And CG, big up on herself.
We've got a Dukes in the chat. Morning, morning, morning.
Good morning, Antoinette.
They're yes, the real's in the chat. Hold on. The real? You there?
Shout out you.
Got a dipper. Okay, no problem.
Good morning, Jareel.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, guys.
I'm here. We're active. We're lit.
How is everybody?
Oh, thank you, CG. Good morning.
How are
Also,
you?
guys, can we just say, we don't know which side of the TikToking you're coming in from. So whichever side that you're coming in from, if you're coming in from Rox's side, follow me. If you're coming in from my side, follow Rox.
And tap up the screen, man. Tap up the screen. Wake up yourself. Wake up yourself and tap up the screen.
Them active in the morning. Pop, 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 pop.
Right. Oh, the real wants to know about the Civilized Savage name. So go for it, girl. You might as well give them an introduction.
What would you like to know, darling? I mean, I'm an open book, my love. In fact...
How did you come up with the name? Rising Tan.
How did I come up with the name? How did I come up with it? I'm not even sure how I came up with it, if I'm honest with you. Do you know what it is? I think if there's a, well, the image on my profile, I don't know. What I'll say is I don't know how I came up with it, but I'll tell you what it means to me. Yeah. So what it means to me effectively is a representation of the balance of the energies within the universe. Yeah. So it's kind of tapping into that duality that exists within all of us. Yeah. Because certain times you might be on your, elevation, you might be on your lightness, you might be on your good, clean-hearted energy where everything is, empowerment and good vibes. And sometimes you just want to bad up the thing, you want to get little, you want to do little dirtiness, little badness, and it's okay. It's all right to have the both. Yeah. So sometimes you might see me walking, you might see me in my civilized, and next day you might catch me on my savagery. So just don't be confused when you see it happening, because I've embraced the totality of all that I am. Oh,
so the real says kind of like one of them opposite kind of things, whatever they're called. Yeah.
Yin and yang business. Absolutely, 100%. Precisely
morning,
that.
Everybody.
Yes.
Morning, Tan. Morning, everybody that's in the chat. Happy Monday, people. Them. Thank you for being here with us again, even though we are
not
sure what we're doing.
Yes, they are a bit sassy. Yeah, because you're done already. Yeah. Right. Okay.
We're figuring it out, guys. That is the reality of what is here. The authenticity is that we are figuring it out. And we are glad you're here.
Yeah, we're on a tryating.com. However, yeah, some of the best thing come from the tryating. So we use China ting. Okay, right.
And listen, Civilized is on the road to 1K. So if you aren't following me from my side, please follow her. I'm on the road to 5K. You know, I'm like just extra because I'm only at 2.5K, but we're going to go to 2.5K.
Girl, from to 5.
Yeah, we doesn't do small thing, always big thing.
Go from 1 to 10.
Listen, we doesn't do small thing. You like no, it doesn't do small thing.
Also, can we just say, guys, just for clarity, Rox is a Leo, I'm a Leo, so the extraness is extra in. Okay.
It's very bad.
So we love it. We do.
Right, today's topics are we only no, we're not giving the topics, are we? We're just gonna start with the first topic.
We're just gonna give the people them the things.
So why is Wanda with that then?
One on there. But look at this. My mother, you know, watch her. What we want to do? I would like to start with the 17. 17. Let's go with Mr. 17.
Right, guys. I feel like the flair might need to come in shortly.
Yeah. All right.
We're not doing Rimsey this morning, the real. We're not doing everyday Rimsey, no.
I want it in Rimsey. I want it in Rimsey.
Rimsey's like a conscious youth that does like he raps and has sense, but every day the real comes in and he wants Rimsey, no. Right, so Civilized, you go for it with the topic. Where you going, girl?
Oh, so what did I do? I'm here. Can you see me? Okay. Baby,
Right,
listen,
so this morning's topic is about this 17-year-old boy. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's on TikTok. It's been on TikTok for a while. And it's a 17-year-old boy who has 7 kids already. And says he have a total of 75 children by predominantly white women, black women, and Hispanic women. And he doesn't want to raise, he doesn't feel like he needs to raise them, which is the undertone of what was said, because the mum will be raising the mums will be raising them. And the guy that's talking to him is laughing about it. And so I sent it to the Civilized and we were like, let's discuss this.
Absolutely, let's. Because a pure foolishness is what it is, my darling.
Do we want anyone in the box? Would anyone like to come into the box and have a chat about that?
Yeah, if anyone wants to give their opinion, yeah, we're gonna have almost like a radio, you know, like old school radio phone in. Yeah, this is the section of the old school radio phone in. If you have any contributions about this particular point, feel free to send us your invitations. We'll let you up. You get to say what you're saying, and then we'll remove you from the box. You don't have to come on with your camera. We just want to hear from the people then. Right. So in the meantime, as we're waiting for the people, because I can't see obviously, Rock, so you'll see who's got
Yeah. So anyone who would like to come up, feel free to come up and talk the things, because it's very wild, right? And I've been on live this morning. Have you been on live? Have you listened to any lives this morning?
No. What's happened?
So I've been on live this morning. I'm probably going to talk about it later, but I'm hearing a lot about these people being influenced, like children being influenced by social media, and it kind of pisses me off, to be honest. Yeah, because I know it happens, but ultimately I'm a parent, and I feel like a lot was being given to like, oh, but you know, kids want this and kids want that, and you know, you've got to have them social. And I'm like, this kind of 17-year-old boy with this kind of thing. I'm like, where's the parents then?
I need to know where they are. Because it's
and I need to know what you've been saying in raising this child.
Well, clearly, I'm just sending out the thing. Before I even give my take, can we get to 1.5, guys? 1.5, and then I'll give my take on this. 1.5, come on. Let's tap it up. We gotta guess. We got Mel. Come true. Mel, come true. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mel.
Morning, how are you, ladies? How are you?
We're good, how are you?
Good morning, everyone. So I'm just walking home. But hold on, he's 17. So what are the age ranges of these people that he's having these children for? Because at what point now are we talking baby oil, sunflower oil? What are we doing in these roads? Sorry.
Sunflower oil. She says sunflower
What are we doing? Everybody don't want to get cancelled this morning, so let me just put it out there, innit?
Oh, yeah. Too early.
Sorry.
It's too early for baby oil.
Where are we going with this? You talk about parents, but are these parental age too? Like, what are we doing?
Here's the thing. Do you know what it was for me? I think when I watched it, like I was laughing, and like initially I was like, "This can't be real,"
Yeah.
because and he looks 45. Let's be real. So the seven pitney you have is you're aging like milk because of the fact that you're flinging your seed left, right, and center, basically, right? But for me, it was a guy interviewing him, and like he's a guy. Obviously, he's an adult, and he's laughing, and I'm like,
No.
is,
There's something ain't right.
is this what we're doing?
Yeah, that's not right. Something ain't right.
And he
No.
said he wants 70. He wants 75. He said,
He wants 75 children.
with black women, Hispanic women, and white women, and he already has 7 at 17.
And he's it doesn't mean matter really.
Okay, he looks.
It doesn't matter where it's from. It's just the fact that you're coming up with this.
Phenotypically, he's black. Yeah.
Okay.
He could be a little bit of a mix, but phenotypically, he's a black man. So this is why we're discussing it, because it feels like it's part of our community, and it feels like a young boy being led into doing a nonsense.
Yeah, of course.
Not even so much that he's being led necessarily, but he's definitely not being course corrected. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The gentleman who was speaking to him was actively, like Rock said, he was laughing. He was making a joke. He was making light of a situation that is very serious.
No,
So
it is. Yeah.
this is part of why we kind of wanted to talk about it, because we kind of feel like, so where are the people, if it's not his family directly, where are the people who are speaking to this young man to kind of
Giving him guidance.
to course correct him, because this is a nonsense, really.
Of course. Wow. Is this what we're doing? 24. I can't deal.
Well, my questions are, there's a lot of conversations that we're always hearing, especially in the social media realm, and this might tie into what you were saying earlier, Rox, about the youths then being influenced by social media. We all know of the Andrew Tates, of the Kevin Samuels, and there's so many podcasts nowadays where these young men are in these really dangerous echo chambers of, you know, what a woman's supposed to do, and women and their body count, and, you know, the type of woman that a woman needs to be. And for me personally, none of those spaces have very positive energies. None of those are encouraging the young men to grow into their manhood and to be emotionally intelligent and to be emotionally responsive. It's all well and good to, don't get me wrong, I'm down for the whole build yourself, get a career, get a job, build up your money, down for it. But none of these spaces are teaching these men about interrelational communication. They're not teaching to them about the intimacy that's required to build a solid relationship. Do you see what I mean? So it's like, where's the brotherhood to support these younger men so they're not out in the street talking about, I'm going to have 75 children and the mums are going to look after them? Are we okay?
Bye, babe. Goodbye. But it might as well just gone to, it might as well just gone to the bank and be done with it. The bank and just be done with it.
That's my thing. Like, do you know what it is for me with, like, as a parent of like children and young children? So I can't speak from 17, but my oldest is 14. So 3 years away from that, he's very close to that age range, and it's constant conversation. And like I said today, when I was listening to online stuff, and I was like, there was a lot of like, oh, they're influenced by these influencers and this, and you can't take their phones away from them, and you can't. And I was like, which child can I take phone from? Which child?
Yeah, that's correct. And I've always said, yet again, just remember, you've bought the phone. The phone's in your name. Until they get PAYE number and they go and work, then their phone is actually in your name. So whatever they do on that phone, it goes back to the responsibility of the parent. And I've always said that. You know, you spot check the phone, do what you need to do, because it's not your phone. It's actually my phone. I've paid for it. It's in my name.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It does 100% reek of like I hear it a lot. 22, these 12-year-olds with 22-inch bust down, and like I'm just like, it's like, I say it loosely and we bust jokes about it, but like you said, civilized, like it's very much a thing of like, why are we not? You can't tell children to do certain things, right? But you can talk to them, yeah. You can communicate with them. You can constantly. You can influence them. Why are you
making influence? I mean.
Say that again.
I said, we are, as the adults in their lives, we are the main influence.
But I feel like this day and age, maybe not.
I was going to say that ideally, let's be real, ideally we are. And I feel like if in the house the majority of the work is the outside's always going to influence them, because we have to remember we did use once upon a time, you know.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
even in the house that your parents were telling you would go out a street and you would do a nonsense, knowing that you was doing a nonsense because your parents weren't in the house telling you to keep up the shaggery that you was keeping up on the road.
Anyway, side.
Generationally, the youths are always going to sidestep what the parents are saying. But also, if your foundation in your yard was strong, there's only so far you're going to go, even when you're out on the road. Do you know what I mean? At least in my opinion.
Like, to a certain degree.
I feel like the wrong questions were like, even with this boy, the guy was laughing and whatever else. I feel like the wrong questions were being asked for me, because here's the thing: if you have a certain mindset, I'm not even really going to tell you. Like I said, my oldest wanted to have a girlfriend, but I asked him what that meant to him. Let's have that conversation. So you want a girlfriend, but what does that mean to you? What does having a girlfriend actually mean? And if you can't have that conversation with me and be able to reason with me to a certain level, then I know you're not ready. So then my influence comes into it. So in that regard, I felt like you need to be asking the right questions. So why do you want to have 75 children? And in terms of like, he's asked who's going to raise them, and you're saying the mother. What if the mother decides that she doesn't want to raise them? How are you going to? There's so many questions.
What are you going to do from that point? Yeah, of course.
There's so many questions to ask them.
Well,
And
thank you
it's
for your. Oh, sorry, Mel.
Oh,
Mel. Sorry, Rox. Go on.
Go on, babe.
I was just going to say, Mel, was there anything else that you wanted to contribute on this point? Like,
No.
Because you talking about asking the right questions, and we obviously haven't been.
Yeah,
Was that-
yeah, it is right. And no matter what circumstance, you know what I mean? Having children is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted, for those that are parents, you know what I mean? Even the ones that do support parents, or, you know what I mean, it's not for the faint-hearted. And this day and age, and I keep saying, like, I've got an age gap. I've got a 10-year age gap between the two. 24 and 14 is the other one, but it's just different. You have to mould them in different ways. You have to talk to them in different ways. It's two different generations. But yes, I said social media does play a big part in today's society, and it is very much highlighted more so on what people are doing nowadays, which is it's not shocking because it's always been going on, but it's just like shocking, isn't it?
Quite sad, to be honest. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you for having me
Have a
on.
great Monday, babe.
Coming in this morning, Mel. Have a wonderful Monday. Stay with us in the conversation. Appreciate you. Carlo said, "Is there space in his Margie's yard for grandchildren?"
For me, I will always stick with, like, I don't have the blueprint for raising kids. I'm very much an advocate for home education. I'm sorry. Like, when I was hearing the shit that I was hearing today, I was like, I'm glad my kids are at home. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also very much an advocate for consistently talking to your children. I'm not talking about the laughing and joking. I'm talking about regular conversations, weekly, every other day. What's going on with you? How are you feeling about this? Even shit that's going on social media. Let's talk about that. Like, let's talk about your views on that and see where your mind is at, so that I can, like you said, course correct. I can go, okay, you think that YF situation, you think that he was right. Like, okay, why do you think that's right? Let's have that conversation. Because let me give you my 43 years of experience about why that's not okay. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's where we need to start going with it, because it's very much like, oh, you're being influenced and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not co-signing that. Yeah, I'm not co-signing that.
No, absolutely. And I think, like, I'm not a parent, for those of you who don't know me and don't know that, but I am a teacher, and I've been a teacher for many years. We're not going to but many years. And with that, I remember when we was doing our teacher training, and obviously you don't even need to be a teacher and have a teacher trainer to say this, but I'm just saying it from an educator's background, because especially nowadays with, you know, conversations around pronouns and identity and all of this, so a lot of teachers are kind of struggling with how to approach these kinds of conversations with children, and we had to, like, write whole papers about it and whatnot. But the point I'm making is, in one of the kind of books that we're reading, effectively the message was, and again, you don't need to be a teacher to understand this, because when I read it and they were really hammering home this point, I'm just like, this is common sense, but common sense is not common. So basically it's like, you can talk to a child about anything, yeah? It's all about how you kind of the language that you use to drive can I find my words? how you structure your language to talk to that child, isn't it? So you could talk to them about sex, about trans identity, you could talk to them about anything, but it's about making it appropriate for that child. Because the same way, if children are always curious, isn't it? So if they're going to ask you certain questions, and if they bring certain things to you, I'm not of the mindset of shutting down anything that a child brings up, because if they're bringing it up, they want to know things. Us as adults, we have to manage how we have those conversations. So if we're going to be aware that we can have a conversation with a child at 5 about anything, provided that we are appropriate in how we put that information across, then to tie back to your point, like when the child is 13, 14, 17, we still need to be having active conversations with them, but appropriate to where they're at and how they can receive that information. Because how we can talk about it as adults is not necessarily how a 17-year-old is going to get it, or how a 10-year-old or how a 5-year-old is going to get it. But we need to be having the conversation regardless, even if we feel uncomfortable, especially if it's coming from the child. It's very different if we're putting it on them. If they're coming to us, or we see them moving in a particular direction, like this young man is moving in a direction, it's conversation time, my brother. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's sit and have that. Let's talk about that. Let me catch up on these messages. So, good morning, Beverly, and good morning, Bike Man. Bless Risings, bless St. Martin.
Bless St. Martin, big up.
Boys have to realise that they have a role to play in raising their children, 100%. For too long, women have convinced men that they are not required except for money. That's a whole nother conversation. He said, for too long, women have convinced men that they are not required except for money. I doesn't agree with that, but that's a whole separate conversation. We won't talk about that. Phone's not the issue. It's the values you teach them. You are their voice until they reach of age. Yes, bless St. Martin. This mindset destroys communities. The teachings will always be a part of our conscious. Okay, Carlo said the Marge comment.
Yeah.
Your broody bike man, okay.
Was that to me about being broody?
No, bike man said I'm broody. He's broody.
Oh, okay.
Need daily check-ins. Too many parents have left their child to social media and then turn around shocked. 100%. Rise me if you. Oh, the civilized savage. Oh, Bless wanted to be rise, but it's my side, Bless. So I would have to rise you if you want to come up. You're happy because what we doing to 11, right?
Yeah.
My daughter wasn't given a mobile.
No, 12. It's 11 in 4 minutes.
No,
till 12.
I mean 11 for this topic.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
My daughter wasn't given a mobile or laptop until she was 15, but that was 2010. 100. Listen, bless St. Martin, we got you. Okay. There are no consequences though, because men care will always make sure the little one is good regardless. My favourite duo. Get it. Just saying. So should we rise bless St. Martin? Because I love...
Yeah. Let's give him the last couple of minutes. He can give us the last few comments on this topic before we switch it out.
Right, we've sent you an invite, bless St. Martin. Good morning, bless rising.
Grand rising to the blessings of St. Martin.
Yeah, grand risings, ladies. Grand risings. You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. I've just heard bits about parenting. What actually is the topic? Because I came in a bit late. I just heard bits about parenting.
So basically, it is about parenting in the sense of there's a 17-year-old boy that's been around has been viral on TikTok saying that he has 7 kids at the age of...
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Wants to have 75 in total, Black, Hispanic and white women. And the guy that's asking the questions or like even bringing it to our attention is basically laughing and like, who's going to raise the kids? And he's like, well, the mum is. And I'm like, so we're having this discussion basically. And I listened to a live this morning where they were talking about influencers on social media and how they were like basically ridiculing this influencer because he's getting gifts for like children, like for like basically influence children to do rubbish. And I kind of likened it to the same thing with this 17-year-old where I'm like, this guy's laughing and asking him questions, but why are we not asking him questions or having certain kinds of discussions with him at 17? And Civilized said, why is he not being course corrected? Do you know what I mean? This isn't a joke. Seven children at 17 is absolutely wild. Like, why do you think it's okay? So that's
outside of our cultural incubator. So when we're outside of our cultural incubator, there's certain things that I've seen in Gambia and Ghana where I've visited that you do and you're excommunicated from the community because the cultural expectation is that you don't do that behavior. And if you do that behavior, we might talk to you, and guess what we might do in certain cultures? We might talk about your strengths. We ain't gonna come and say from a Western point of view, you be naughty. We're gonna say, you know what, Roxanne, you're really good at the looking after the horses and the goats and da. We would strengthen you. We would tell you, this is what you do. This is who you are. You're not that behavior. Now in the West, we're coming from a penalized point of view. We have discussions about, can you hit your child? Can you smack your child? I heard you mention, can you take your child's phone? I'm the president, I'm the influencer, I'm the prime minister. I'm everything all in one. So until that point comes where I'm no longer the president, the prime minister, and the influencer, then by all means take the wheel of your life, like J.K. Rowling says, and get on with it. However, I've got children who are adults. I've got children who are under 18. The adults are looking at me side-eyed and saying, what's going on? You're letting them get away with it? No, I've just grown as a parent. So I don't get in my feelings about every last thing. So regarding TikTok, I've got a son now who's 14, who's now telling me, I'm addicted to TikTok. You're always on these lives, Daddy. What's going on? I came on this to watch you lot, and I found these lives. So the thing about relationships, having those conversations is so true, because last night the man's budding me out, like, hey, big man, wait, you still on TikTok? Nah, Dad, you're getting a bit, and it's all banter, but it's the right
Get
spirit.
where from blessed.
Say again?
It's get where from this TikTok thing.
Yeah, trust me. Listen, but what I'm saying is I came on it to monitor them. I didn't come on it for myself. This is the irony. And I didn't understand it. And I just saw this live. I thought, oh, let me just have a little interest and see what's going on. And now I look at what content they do, and it's all dance and everything else. I was the same with the older ones with the Instagram. I was the same with the older ones with the Facebook. This is how long I've had children. And their friends used to say to them, what, you got your dad as a friend? Nah, later. I've got a daughter who's 23, one who's 28, who will ring me, even when they're not staying with me, and say, Daddy, I'm going to this party. Do you still want me to tell you? Yes, baby. Because if anything kick off, we know where to come. We know where to drive. Now, if you worry about if you're 4.5, oh, yeah, let me get this address up. Boom. And friends would say to them, what are you telling your dad for? Like, what? You're not even staying with him. What you? Because I do that.
Sorry,
That's
Bless.
what
If
I
I
do.
interrupt you very quickly, I just want to ask you very quickly. So then, with all of the experience you have as a parent, like you said, you've got older daughters, you've got from 28, I believe you said, to like 14, yeah? So if one of your young men came home and said, Dad, I want to, and if one of your boys came home like this 17-year-old and said this was his thing, and he might have come to you after the fact and said, I've already got these 7 youths and I'm 17. Where do we go from here with you being this boy's dad?
I've got children with different women. And I had my first son with the third mother, I've been preaching to him, and I've got 3 sons. I said, son, and he laughs at me. I said, don't do what I do, I'll make this shit look easy. I made this shit look easy. So find yourself a nice queen, a nice empress, and focus on having one. Because from my experience, it's been very challenging. I wouldn't encourage people to have numerous mums now. I wouldn't. If it happens, life happens to us sometimes, and we have to do the best with what we're given. But I wouldn't encourage it. I would be having a very stern talk to this young man. And actually, I don't know really if in the horse is bolted with this young man. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I say, it comes from the values. If I'm saying to my son from his 8, 9, I'm saying to him, boy, brother, you see, Daddy's got this situation, and I got to go and pick up Rashawn now, and I got to. He came to me at 12 and said, boy, Dad, have a look at my younger sister. I think she's missing your interaction. He had enough insight to say, I know you're not with mummy again, but big man. And he came back to me and said the other day at 20, he goes, remember when I said it to you? I said, yeah, I know. He goes, you see, and we had a very deep conversation about certain behaviors she was showing. And we all had to talk to her, me, his brother, him, another sister, because it was like, hold on a minute. And it was identified by my son, and I had to take it on board. That's because, what was happening at that time, and you were really about, Dad, and boom, boom, boom. I remember I was telling you when I was 12, 13, I said, you did. I hold my hands up still. But we had to rectify it. We had to sit down, talk to her. Same with him. Don't be going out there bashing all these girls. Find a nice girl. Find a girl that you actually like. You're not just going out there to get your D wet. You know what I mean?
So again, not to cut you, sorry, Bless,
No,
not
it's
to
fine.
cut you, but it's very much a case of like, if you feel like you're communicating, keep doing more. Like I feel like sometimes when it comes to kids, like I know my oldest is 14, he will say the same thing, like he'll sit and listen to me, but I know he knows I've said it like 10,000 times. But bro, until it becomes like ingrained, the blueprint,
nature.
Yeah,
India.
there's certain things that my mum used to cuss about all the time when I was growing up that would piss me off, but they are part of who I am. Do you know what I mean? And I
Exactly.
feel like we don't talk to, with social media now, I feel like it is lack of how much we talk to our children. Do you know what I mean? We don't talk to them enough.
They have the conversations.
We don't. And I feel like that's basically what Bless is saying. Like he's having conversations with his child from his
Early.
17
Early.
Keep doing that. Over communicate, bro, at this point. Do you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something, Roxa. I'll give you a joke. I've got a year 11, and she literally is at that stage where everything's, how's school? Yeah, it's good. How was school today? You're fine. What did you
Yes.
do? Da, 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 da. And it's not like she's being rude. She's just going through that stage. I've been there before. But now, I talked to the other one the other day who's 14 and driving her home had the headphones. And I said, you're really antisocial, you know. I goes, why don't you talk to me? She goes, because if I say one thing, it just turns into a lecture, Dad. I'm like, oh my gosh. Boy, is that what I've become? But the fact that she can say that to me, I think is a good thing. You see where I'm coming from?
Amazing.
And she tried to ask me for a
You know,
boyfriend the other day, and I just said,
in her
baby.
saying that, she course corrects you gently, because then now you can look at yourself and be like, oh, okay, this is how she feels.
Thank
She feels
you.
when she talks to me, it's going to become a lecture. So
Thank
let
you.
me navigate conversations with her differently so that it
Thank
can
you.
land.
But you have to come out with your feelings, you know, Savage. Come, it was hurt.
Yeah, no,
Hurt
that's
feelings, you
my-
know.
I got a 10-year-old, guys, the 10-year-old girl, and I said the same thing to her in the car the other day. I was like, bro, listen, I said, bro, you don't talk to me, you know?
Yeah.
And she was like, Mum, because I ain't really got nothing to say. 10 years old,
I get that
you know?
one. I get that one as well. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Because you know what it is? You are very maybe inspirational. They look up to you. They see you doing things. It's the same with me because I homeschooled at a point as well. So they see the books, they see the talks I have with other adults, and they're like, right, Daddy knows quite a few things, quite a few little eclectic kind of stuff. So they might come on and go, Daddy, we learned this at school today. And I say, like, light in for that, but remember it for your exams still. So they kind of laugh at me, you know what I mean? They're like, wow, you're funny. And then when we go to the schools, I'm relaxed because I know my youths are doing the right things. I want to know if the teacher's doing their job. So she's got a black Jamaican maths teacher, and he was surprised to see me the other day. And he said, oh, have you got any concerns? I said, boy, sir, you tell me, 'cause you're the teacher. And he looked at me and he said, well, you see, and he went into some story about family, and he was saying a lot of stuff without saying a lot of stuff. And it was really good because he was coming from my cultural background. So he was teaching her like aspiration. He was saying to her, no, she needs to push herself and she has to do it. And, you know, you as the family. And he started talking about his sons and and I was like, boy, this is the kind of teachers we need, you know.
100%.
These are the teachers.
So I will be having a home education chat tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I'll come.
I've forgotten the time because that's how my brain works. So anyone who wants to learn a bit more about home ed, pop over. I'll post something on my story at some point today, the time and whatever else, and we'll have a chat about that. If you're able to join tomorrow, that'd be great.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Delve a bit more into the psyche of home ed, because I'm 100% advocate for home ed, but not every child is home ed ready. Some kids need school.
I'll enjoy that chat with you, trust me.
So pop over tomorrow. We're going to change topics now, aren't we?
Problem.
Thank you so much for your
big up for
input.
bringing me up.
It's appreciated.
Big up for bringing me up. I'll listen in the comments.
We're going to drop you, but stay in the comments and stay in
No
with us
problem.
in the conversation, yeah?
Yep, all right, cool.
See you
Nice.
later.
See you later.
Right, let me catch up on these comments quickly before we change topic, guys. I know it's a bit quick, guys, but sometimes quickie, isn't it? Okay, so we used to roll our eyes when our parents lectured us, and we could become our parents sometimes. 100% him. My daughter hated the sit-down chats. Yeah, but they got to be done. There's communication, but also there's perception of males on social media, which I touched on. We can do that for another conversation, 100%. Anyone who wants to, Civilized and myself are happy for you to drop in the DMs with topics that you'd like us to discuss. We're happy to take those on board and, do a bit more with that. Grand Rising. I think we're awesome. My daughter was in.
Going through the comments, I'd just like to say we're on 4.8, guys. Tap away. Let's get to 5 if we can. We said at the top of the live, for people who are just kind of coming in, Rox and I are. This is definitely like little tryting.com. But if you guys say that you like it, if you guys feel that we're doing a good job with giving you content on a Monday morning, let us know, because it's something that we could potentially continue to roll out. So if you guys are feeling it, then we'll be more like, you know, we let the people that want we. They want we. So we must
We're
be the people
Leos.
that what we want, what
So
they
you need
want.
to shout loud. We're Leos, so don't be demure. No demureness. Be very loud out there.
Explicit.
Tell us how we want we, yes want we, and we'll be back, isn't it? But if you're there like, oh, I think you're all right. No, in the comments, we want you. We'll be back.
So let us know, guys, because literally, like, there's so many things happening on TikTok, as you guys know. We are very grateful that you guys are going to be here with us, because you already are. We're just trying to create a different kind of energy, a different kind of space. You know, we're on different echelons from some of the other TikTokers. Yeah, we're on different echelons as well. So we feel like us people on the upper echelons, we need spaces too. We need spaces to have our times of conversation with our kind of vibes. And so rather than complaining about there's no spaces or what other spaces are doing, we're being proactive and we are creating the spaces that we would like to be in. So if you want to be in those spaces with us, as I said, keep tapping in, let us know, and we will give you a little something another morning.
And a Monday. Set your week off just right. What are we doing now? What is the next thing? It's a bit of fun now, isn't it?
Right, so I personally think that yeah, let's just do it now. We're going to do a bit of a quiz. Let's do a bit of a quiz, shall we? Okay, so how the quiz section works, guys, we need 2 people to activate this. Jump in the invitations, yeah? First 2 people jumped in the invitations. We'll ask you a series of 3 questions, best out of 3. Whoever wins, they will get gifted. It's very, very simple, yeah? Simple quiz questions. Make sure you're ready to be quick and active on the responses. So anybody who's ready to partake in a quiz, jump in the invitations.
Come on, guys. I know there's enough of you in here, man. Come on. 15 of you. Somebody got to come in and do the quiz.
Right. While we're kind of allowing people to decide whether or not they're brave enough to, you don't have to have your cameras on also, guys. That's not an obligation. Although it's nice if you do. It just adds to the
Nice
vibe.
to see your face on a Monday, definitely.
Have we got any?
We've
No.
got one guest. Hold on. Who's that?
Ideally, ideally, guys, no pressure, but ideally you'd have your camera on.
Here.
Matt, we got Matt. Do we have another person who's willing to participate
I'm going to mute you, Matt, for a second.
in our quiz this morning?
Anybody? I got one more. Hold on. Who we
do.
got? It's London. Okay. I'm going to mute you guys for a second. But thank you very much for coming up. We love people who, bite the bullet, man. Bite the bullet.
All right, Mrs. London, she's in, she's ready. Matt is in and ready. So the rules of the game are as follows, guys. You have to keep your microphones muted, but as soon as you feel you know the answer, unmute, say the answer. Yeah? That's how it's going to work. Best of 3. Whoever's the best of 3 will get the goods. Okay. So your first question is...
No, you can't unmute yourself. Wait, Miss London unmuted herself. You can't unmute yourself until the question, babes.
Yeah.
Right. Ready?
What was the name of the single, the 1999 single of Britney Spears, the debut single of Britney Spears in 1999?
Was it? Oh, shit.
You got 5, 4,
Oh, I
3.
can't remember.
And then to go into Matt, you got 2. And then we're going to open up for Matt. 1. Miss London says she doesn't remember. Matt, do you remember?
Is Matt even there?
Are you with us, Matt? Matt, you got 5 to unmute.
Oh, Matt
4.
can't unmute. Let me unmute him. He can't. Oh, there you go.
Oops, I did it again.
Say that again, babes.
Is it oops, I did it again? Or...
It's not oops, I did it again, I'm afraid. No, so we're both like, well, there's a wipeout on that question. All right, so you're both good for right now. Can we just make sure that Matt is able to, Matt, are you able to independently mute and unmute? Can you just do a check if you can do that? Because we need you to be able to be like fast fingers on the buzzer.
Yeah,
so
he's muted and unmuted. That's fine. I've seen it now.
Okay, excellent.
Cool. Right, mute yourself.
Okay.
Hold on.
Right.
What was the answer? Because I think it is. Hold on.
Go on.
What, 1999 debut single?
Yep.
No, I don't know. I was going to say Toxic, but it's not that.
No, one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh, but isn't that Oops, I Did It? No, it isn't.
No. No, it's not. It's not that.
Oh,
Rox.
LB, you can't say the answer in the thing. You need to next time come up because LB is the queen of knowing answers of things, you know. Right, go for it now. Next question then.
All right, so your next question is, which one should we go for? Let's go for this one. Which hip hop group released the groundbreaking album in 1996 called The Score? Ooh, who knows this one? Yeah, I'll give you.
Jeez.
Go on, Matt.
Fugees.
Come on, Matt, with the answer. Come on. Yes.
Come on.
I know, I owned it. I owned it.
Miss London, Matt is 1 up right now, so you need to get this one, otherwise he could go away with it.
Right, mute yourself, Matt. Yep, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Let's go with. I'm trying to see because I'm going to go with an easy one. So it's another debut single question. What was the Spice Girls' debut single that came out in 1996?
Everybody knows that.
Wanna be.
Wanna Be.
When I was 14, I done a Spice Girls competition with my friends in Dalston Kingsland Road Shopping Centre, and we won.
Yay!
And I was obviously Mel B.
Right, mute yourself. Last question. This is the tiebreaker.
Okay, it's the tiebreaker question. And the question is going to be, we're going to keep it 90s. We're going to still keep it 90s music. Okay. So our 90s R&B now. So we're going to see. Okay. So who was the duo that sang the song The Boy Is Mine? The duo. We need both names.
Monica and Brandy.
Brandy and Monica. Miss London takes
Yay! Swipe.
Hey!
Right. Right. So Miss London.
I love the garage version
Matt
of that.
for taking part as well. Thank you very much,
Thank
Matt,
you
for
for
being
taking
here.
part.
and taking part.
Mrs. London, send me, just DM me so I remember, and then I can send you your
Just send us
gift.
a gift. Oh, you can send an actual gift. Okay, fine. I thought we was just going to
No,
gift
I
it.
can, okay, let me do it now. What should I send? What should I send?
I'm going to send you a ghost.
I'm gonna send you. I got a bit carried away there. See, like I saw like festive celebration, 2,999 coins. I don't even have it. She.
You're going to have the money in the bank.
I'm sending you some perfume. There you go. Perfume scent. Oh, apparently you owe Too Blessed to Be Stressed something from last week. You sent.
What? What me order? What me order, people? What do you mean? I'm in debt, you know. Who do I owe? What? What's happening?
Hold on, let me find out. Hold on, I saw something.
Listen.
It says, have you, let's see if that's it. So the goodie bag. And what good? Oh, it's a goodie bag from something else. Did you have a goodie bag to send out to somebody?
I did in my Saturday night slumber party. Yeah, because I've got to have a slumber party on a Saturday night, guys. And there was a giveaway in the slumber party. Yes.
Oh, so she said we've spoken. That's fine. No problem. Right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys for partying. We're going to disconnect you now. Thank you. But stay in the comments. And we're moving on to our next topic, people them. Right. Yeah, because we've got until like 10 to 12 before we do our last bit. So the next topic is, go for it, girly.
Our next one was the oh yes, about DJ AG. Oh, let me forget about AG. Okay, Bike Man, you're gonna like this one. So this was actually inspired by one of my mods. Yeah, we was having a bit of a chit chat about this. So we're talking about DJ AG. Okay, if nobody knows who DJ AG is, like, where have you been? Because everybody knows who DJ AG is at this point. So DJ AG is a young man who has become like super TikTok famous for DJing in different areas and different zones of London. So he's been outside, he started off doing his DJing. As his platform has grown, he has kind of like been the person where everybody wants to come to be seen. So he's almost like a walking open mic studio. People come, they do their songs, they do whatever they do. And there's a young lady who goes by the name Mimi the blogger, and she was on Twitter, X, whatever we call it these days. And she effectively said, AG needs to gatekeep. Do you have the direct quote?
I do have it somewhere. Give me a second.
But effectively, this young lady, Mimi, her kind of stance is that he needs to gatekeep. He needs to kind of preserve what he's built, and he can't let any random Tom, Dick and Harry come and be on his platform. This has sparked quite a bit of conversation within the young people them. I'm not saying the young people, but in general, right? Because I find it very interesting what she said. And one of the takes that I heard from Bike Man actually was that, and I really thought this was so interesting what he said. He said that AG is already gatekeeping. he's gatekeeping the area of the culture which is being open. So, you know, if you know a lot of these young guys who come up on radio and they're big artists now, they came up in spaces where it was just who can get the mic, who can chat the dopest lyrics, and whoever gets the biggest crowd wheel up from their peers, that's the guy. So to say that AG needs to gatekeep and kind of close off that space and become limited in who can access it, I think is contrary to how a lot of the people who come through this culture come into the game in the first place. So I think that's the kind of take that I'm leaning into, is like he is gatekeeping the essence of the culture of allowing people to just show their talents, and then off the basis of what the grassroots are saying about that person, that allows them to escalate. It's not some CEO at the top of a company who's going to sit down and analyze their talent and decide if they're good enough to be seen. No, allow everybody to come through, allow everybody to show their talents, and then off the basis of the reaction of the people that are around them, then they get to come up. It's like when comedians have to go around and they do the chitlin circuit in the States. They go around, if they get booed, they need to go home and rework their craft and come back again. If they get hailings from the crowd, then that automatically moves them through and they can build their career in that way. So I kind of disagree with this Mimi, the blogger woman, and I don't think that AG should gatekeep in the way that she's saying, because I think what he's doing is actually very sensible.
Right, so her basic quote was, DJ AG needs to gatekeep because anyone is just jumping on quality control, please. But she's also an idiot, just so you know. And this is why I don't like saying people
change it. Miss London has also said he became famous with what he's doing. He shouldn't change it. I completely agree with you.
But then she also said, I don't know when she said this though, DJ AG is the definition of consistency. Literally, you can see he's doing it for the love of it. A lesson many can take from the scene, not for what it looks like, the actual passion. I'm happy for him. So his thing of doing what he loves means putting people on, right? That's his thing. But then you're telling him to gatekeep it. Girl, make up your mind. Do you know what I mean?
Mine. I think she got dragged. That's why I think she tried to kind of drift and change. Because what are you saying?
Right. The comments are okay, because we love to hear the comments. It is.
So Matt said
I haven't tuned into AG much, but it's that his USP creating community. Isn't his USP creating community? Biteman said he's gatekeeping the gate open. Mrs. London said he became famous with what he's doing. He shouldn't change it. If he changes it, people will say he got too big for his boots. He will be alienating his stars, part of what makes him good. Yeah, his star quality. He's positively keeping the gate open. Hi, Humpat. People will start saying he's a sellout, etc. He just needs to keep doing him. And the thing is, I genuinely think, so there was a point, I think Facing the News was saying it, that he used to just come out and DJ for 4 hours and no one was there. Just be out there doing it for 4 hours.
He's grafted.
Right. So, and now you notice he don't really DJ. He just plays tunes and people put on, right? And so my thing is like, and you genuinely see the love for what he's doing. Like I haven't looked at him and gone, he don't want to be there. Because he's out there all the time, yeah? And so, like, why would you then go, like, what would be the point of gatekeeping that? Like you said, I've seen him have, like, random, like, the older generation come on there and from back in the day, like, Brixton times and literally chat. And then the amount of gifts he got for them would be, like, £90. And he's gone back on and gone, oh, here's the £90 that you made from the gift. Like, why would anyone want to gatekeep that? Like, it's what community was when we were growing up. It's the thing that we need more of in this era of like everything being on social media. Is like, it's social. People travel. People travel. Like King's Cross, Brixton, wherever, just to be around other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, let me just grab a quick comment. So Lucky Ness says he's original and he's put the work in. He deserves every bit of success. Absolutely. And I just think there are certain individuals who want to be so bureaucratic about things a lot of the time, and they want to create this scene that's exclusive and elite, because I think that's an indication of where their mindset is. Do you know what I mean? They want to be the so-called like upper echelons of society, and it's like, but for what gains? Like when you start to become that real individualist where it's just about you, and I don't subscribe to that type of mentality personally. I'm definitely someone who's about building communities and allowing all people to come together and have spaces. That's kind of the vibes that I kind of come from. So yeah, to hear her say that was very interesting to me. And I'm just like you said, why would he do that? Especially when because people, a lot of the time, people get to a certain point, they bust through a door, and rather than keep the door open, like she's literally saying, she's saying, close the door now. You've come in, you're in the space, close the door behind you, don't let no one else in. If everybody was to do that, you wouldn't even be there, Miss Mimi, the blogger, being able to say who could come where.
And also, the door being open is why he's where he is. Like him saying, listen, I'm in this space now, the door's now open.
True, I'm in, come in.
Is why he's where he's at. And I think, I don't know if it's Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar that used to say, service to many leads to greatness, yeah? And that is actively a thing. It's like, when you serve the many, because for me, I don't feel like there's anything he's doing that I'm like, right, this is a bit off. It literally is just, you know what? Outside street party vibes. Do you know what
good vibes. Everyone come through and hold the vibes. Like, what is wrong with that?
He had like an old school, I've forgotten his name. He had a
you know what as well, as you're thinking of that, everybody respects him as well. So they're not just going on there and, you know, just running amok in the streets. That would be very different. I think people are very respectful of his grind, of his hustle, everything that he's built. Because like you said, he was there in the road. No one was out there.
Bike Man wants to come up. I'm going to let Bike Man come up because he wants to come up. 1 second.
And see how he's been on his grind, and then they've been able to support what he's doing. And now everybody respects him so much that when they go there, they don't go there with stupidness. They go with that.
He has like Chipmunk, Big Black, Miss Banks, all of them big names come up.
Yeah, they come because they respect the hustle because they know what it's like. And that's another reason why what she's saying is so contrary to the whole scene, because they know what it's like to start somewhere and not have anybody know who you are, to have no one really respect your thing. And they've been on it, they've been consistent, they've been developing to the point now people recognize and appreciate them. So when they see man like AJ doing effectively what they've done, obviously in a very different context, but they see the grind and they see the graph, they respect it. And people in that space, they respect people who are consistent in their craft and developing, and they want to support one another. So I don't know where this girl is going with herself.
And here's the thing as well, like one more thing about that is that like when obviously he's still out there regular, like on a mad thing, right? And there's going to be a point where he's probably not going to be able to do that as much, bearing in mind where this takes him. The minute he does that, right, people are going to cuss him about that too. Like, you got somebody else doing it now. You don't care about the community. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like on a thing of like, bro, they're going to hate you when you do it for them. They're going to hate you when you do it for you. You just got to do what sits right with you. Bike Man, did you want to say something?
Good morning, Bike Man. Welcome to Monday Matters Morning Show. Woo!
Good morning, ladies. Good morning. So I just want to quickly say, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to quickly say, so back in the day when I used to do like warehouse parties, you know, the special ones, right? We're talking early 90s here, yeah? We would set up our sound systems in this big old building that we broken into and we climbed over the roof to get inside and do our parties. We had DJs turning up. This is the days of records. DJs would turn up with their record bags and want to spin. Yo, bro, can I just spin a couple tunes? We'd let them in, right? And that's the thing that this lady doesn't understand. She doesn't understand the culture of bring someone in, bring someone up, let them come. Don't gatekeep who's coming through the system. I don't understand where the negativity is coming from, why she said what she said. And I believe she's only really jumping on the AG thing to clout. Because why would you say something like that in the culture? The culture is about positivity and music and bringing people up. The fact that the council and the environmental health has allowed a man to play loud music on the street, which is effectively illegal, says big things about AG. All of the councils have said he's good to do it, okay, with a limited time. So for someone to come along and say, oh, gatekeep, forget that. So I just want to say that at the end of the day, if you're doing this thing in this culture, it's about bringing everyone in. And that's my 2 cents.
Thank you so much for that contribution, Bike Man. We appreciate you. Short and sweet, but bang on the money.
Yeah, but I think it's because I don't even know. I've heard of her, and this is why I was saying when we were discussing, I was saying that I don't really do the name thing because sometimes, like you said, it's the clout thing, and it's like, oh, you speak about certain things, and then it's like, oh, everyone runs up on it but like she's a music blogger, and I'm like, bro, like if you're actively a music blogger and you're about the culture, that would never be your thought process. That would never be your thought process. Because like I said, there were days when, like, I just remember even like when I was 14 and stuff, and we used to go to like the little garage raves around the corner, and then every man was on the mic. Everyone after the other.
Everyone's trying to chat.
That's literally what I'm seeing now. And that was when like people used to get along. There weren't this like, obviously you had like the little beefs and that, but it was also like, this is where we all congregate, irrespective of whether we don't like each other or not. And that's what's happening now. You'll see man on there that's like, you know they don't like each other. I don't want to support the team, but I can't come here and cause that madness. So if there's a space where we can be peaceful and cultivate community, how could that ever be gatekept or seen as negative? It's actually bullshit. Like, it is. Yeah.
And on the note, look, cheeky little segue, on the note of supporting, guys, supporting the live right now, supporting myself and Rox. If you've come in from kind of my side of TikTok, please follow Rox, please gift her. Likewise, if you're coming in from Rox's side, follow me, sharing all the love, get all the energy going. We're on 7.8. Can we get to 8 before? Can we do that?
Yeah, 100%. We can get to 10, guys. Come on, tap up the screen, man.
Tap up the screen. But yes, I just chose that as a little segue. But everything that you said, Rox, 100% support, community. And if she was really about that life, it doesn't make sense for her to say what she, at least it doesn't make sense to us, let's say. Not saying it doesn't make sense. We can't really see the sense of where she's going with that type of comment because it's contrary to the scene that she claims to be a part of.
And it's like, well, it's like Batman said, and it's like it more than likely is because I know that that's kind of her thing, and we know that we live in an era of the clout chase and the drive, the algorithm, and the drive, the engagement, and she's had a massive amount of engagement from what she said. Do you know what we're doing? We're talking about it now, so I get it. But sometimes you just think like, are you really thinking about what it is that you're saying, or are you just out here saying?
For the sake of saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah, just saying anything for the sake of saying, because like honestly, like I listen to DJ AD with my kids. Like, and the fact that he's on there going like, this is when people come on and start talking, so he's like, no, this is a kids thing, guys, keep it clean. Like even that in itself is a whole like protect the kids vibes.
Facts.
How can you then say you want to gatekeep, protect the kids vibe, bring the kids into the music era?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of that like energy that's created around it. Like I'm bubbling it down with my kids here and they don't even know the tunes that he's playing. And they're like, Mums, this is what you used to listen to. I'm giving them a whole education literally on what. So I think she's
and also he just seems like, obviously we don't know him, but he just, because even that, like you said, that's a testament to a part of his character. So he just seems like a genuine down-to-earth good guy. Do you know what I mean? So like when people are that way, it's like, please don't force them to be molded into the outside. That there's already enough of that happening. Let him just come through with the pure essence and the pure vibes and just be that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to squeeze life out of people and mold them into certain things. He's just being true to his character. Like I said, he seems like a really down-to-earth, genuine guy. I know he's got kids and everything. He's a family man himself. So let the man live, man. Make him go and do his thing.
Yeah, leave the boy alone. You know what I mean? Let him play his music and let people enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like midweek, you know them ones there. Everyone's out here trying to thrive, working 9 to 5. If you want to listen to a couple tunes on the way home from work, go to AG. Do you know what I mean? Like, come
just
on.
have a little two-step before you get
Right, I'm going to catch up on these comments quickly. Right, let's go. Success brings haters. Uncle Freddie is who you mean. He broke a world record, okay.
Yeah, for the fastest chat-ins, I believe that was.
Anyone who has a negative opinion is crazy. What have we got here? He has sought permission. What's the problem? I mean, people have been cussing about him, like people in the areas that he goes into. That's why he can't go into certain areas. Like I think Hackney is one of the places he struggles to get. I don't know if it's the case now, but he spoke about the fact because people asked him to come to the area and he's like, I can't because the council won't allow it. And did you see the video about the police trying to arrest him?
I did not.
No. There's a video. There's a video where the police were trying to arrest him and he like was recording it and they were like basically like, oh, you can't play music here and stuff. And he was like, and obviously everyone was cussing in the live and stuff, but it's just like whenever they see someone doing something good, they will always try and. But then when the masses overtake and you see the positivity out of it, you can't not. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Right, we've given her clout. Yes, we have. He doesn't allow smoking. He's so responsible. He has good intentions. Morning, Brother Bear. Morning, Zion Boy.
Morning.
That's a TikTok rule, not his rule. He will get banned. Good morning. The negative connotations from youth music is systemic attitude. In my day, it was raves, listening. South man them complain he's from North. Hello.
I didn't even know. I don't. To me, like I'm too old to be doing this, but I still rep South Heart. I'm a South London girl, born and raised. Yeah, so I'm always gonna talk up for South. Yeah, I didn't, and I say that to say like about this whole region thing. I didn't even know where he was from, and I don't care. As much as I will be like hard body South. Yeah. For me, it doesn't matter where he's from. He's doing something good. Do you know what I mean? If he comes to South and he's doing something good and he's allowing the South man to come and jump in, what's the problem? If he's going East and he's allowing the East man to come in and jump in, what is the problem? If we've got someone who's going anywhere and he's opening up spaces and giving people opportunities, why do we see this as a problem? This could be leading to a whole other conversation. Maybe we could talk about.
We need to be
struggle
honest
with other people on the come up sometimes, and I feel like as a people, as a community, we need to do better with that.
Crabs in a barrel. Crabs in a barrel. I do think like, so my thing with that is like he's from North and he will literally rep North, but I'm like, we're trying to discourage the children from having that mentality. Yeah, that whole like
also
rep where you're from in the sense of like, I'm proud that I'm from these ends, but not to the point where like I want to stop people coming into these ends. I want to stop people.
Or I'm going to die for the ends. I'm never going to die for South London. Let me tell you that for a quick minute.
The world is a huge place, yo. The world is a huge... This is why, again, I'm having my home ed chat. I've forgotten the time, but check my story later. But
I think I can give my teacher perspective on that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's what, like, I want to talk about world school and all that, because, like, there's so many sides of that whole mentality that kids are repping their ends because they don't know the world is huge. And it's unfortunate because we don't always have the money and stuff to like take our children around the world and stuff like that. Obviously with term time, that's a whole nother topic. But one of the reasons why I want my children to see the world is for that reason alone. It's like, yes, you're from here, but there's nothing to rep here. The world is your playground, not these ends. You know what I mean? And so I lead that on to the DJ AG thing where I'm like, like you said, he's going into different areas. It shouldn't even matter. The fact that he can do that and people can come from these different areas. I'm pretty sure there's South man in them North. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. It's fine.
Julie Barbie said, my thing is people can chat him, but they're not being the solution. He is part of the solution doing it. Right. And this is, I believe, part of what could be more beneficial to us, that type of mentality. Like I said earlier, we could sit here and complain about all the negativity that goes on social media, all the negative conversations that are happening. Rather than complain about it, build a space, which is what we're doing, which is what we're active in right now. So that mentality that you're talking about, who was that who said that? Sorry, Julie Barbie, is, I think we struggle with that a lot of the time. I think we really sit down and complain and rest on our laurels and have this kind of negative energy a lot of the time, as opposed to, okay, this is a situation that's happening. What can we do about it? Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I just kind of feel like generally across the board, that is something that we could possibly work to doing differently. Rather than complaining, be proactive, create solutions for the problems rather than just dealing at the problem.
He's creating a solution to the problem. Like I've not seen community like this in a long time. In a long time, like good vibes, good energy. People out in the cold, bro. It's 8 degrees outside, bro. Like people are out there with their gloves and hats on,
with the jackets.
Do you know what I mean? And so, like, how can you even spin that negative? And I don't even think she was intending to spin it negatively. I think she just sometimes speaks without thinking, and like you said, claims to be a part of a culture that she obviously doesn't know much about, because the whole gatekeeping thing is absolutely wild. If he started to gatekeep that, I don't think he'd be as successful as he is now. So if he started to say, I'm only going to allow this person on, it will just become another rhetoric of, oh, like all the big stars are getting all the like the fame or the acknowledgement, and
they're already up there.
So why do it's like my TikTok where I said, why do we need lives with like Soldier Boy and these people on there? You're rich, go away, stay off of TikTok. You have Instagram, you have all these plays, and you want to come on with a TikTok where we're trying to make a little income with your rich self. Do you know what I mean? And beg the people them gift. No, leave the little gift for we, isn't it?
Yes, leave the little gift for we.
Where we catch up now. Okay, last few comments, and then we've got about, I don't know, did you want to do another quiz, or did we can do card reading? Did you have the quote for later?
I thought we were going to base it on the...
Okay, not on alive in these South London streets. Love AG, he brings people together through music. 100% Grace. Zion Boy for real, teach them younger youth hard life guidance and protection every time. Too blessed to be stressed. There's so much negativity around. We need to support and encourage positive black men. 100%. The Almighty's watching. Maybe we need to teach survival skills. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm interested to find out what that is.
I'm interested. I came from the early 90s and rave culture was amazing. No strife for years. Met so many great people. 100%, Matt. Music brings people together.
Absolutely.
The point of celebrities. Morning butterfly, dynamic duo.
Butter girl. My butter girl, shout out.
Dynamic duo we are, babe.
Dynamic duo. Okay, all right.
Don't get the Leo's gas this morning. Doesn't get the gas
No,
this
gas us,
morning.
guys. Gas.
Yes.
Yes. We got all of it. We want all of it.
We love all of it, guys. So yeah, we've done our 2 topics today, guys, and we're gonna move on to the last segment. We're trying to have a bit of structure.
Okay, go on. We are. We're going to do another quick quiz. Was we going to do that?
Yeah, let's do another quick quiz before. Who's going to jump up in the box to try and win some coin? Some Monday morning coin.
Money.
Some moolah. We need Butter's laugh and giggling in this room. We need moolah.
We need Butter's love. I can't lie. Butter's definitely good vibes. While we're waiting for people to kind of jump in the box, just a kind of little recap. So again, for those of you who've been with us for the majority of this morning, it's right here, Monday Matters. Every morning, myself and Rox coming in to give you guys the good vibes. Whenever you see us posting, guys, it really does help us to help you if you register. So if either myself or Rox post the sticker to say register for the live, please register for the live. Come in, follow both of us as creators, and just giving us your contributions because it really helps to, keep us going, keep us motivated. Morning, Butter.
Oh, sorry, I muted her because he was talking.
Oh. Sorry, no, it's fine. I'm done. Go on.
I muted you. Sorry.
Good morning.
We need one more guest, guys, for the game. Come on, cleaners. Come on.
Oh,
the train. Damn. I got a train through.
Period. Choo.
Straight to where I'm going this week. Thank you, Mrs. London. I'm going to Success Street.
That is the right destination.
I'm telling you.
100%.
Why? Antoinette said, why? Who's next? Come on, the game is a quiz, Andrea. We're gonna.
If not, Butter's just gonna win the prize. We're just gonna gift her.
I'm giving small kind.
He was in it to win it. So you guys, you've got 5 seconds to jump in the invitations.
Come on, somebody.
Andrea, you got 5, 4.
Come on.
3.
Now give them a little bit more time. Give them a little more. 10 seconds.
1. All right, give you 10.
10
you got
seconds,
another card
guys.
again. 5.
It's a quiz, guys. Come on.
4. 3. 2.
Right, Butter gets the win.
Butter's the winner. Right, we're gonna gift up Butter. Gift up Butter some coins. Just because. See what happens, guys.
Matt said he'll go. Matt said he'll go again.
All right, come on then, Matt.
Come, Matt.
Come on then, Matt.
Can I invite you, or are you going to invite yourself? I can't. I'm inviting you.
Jump in the comments, Matt.
Sorry if I'm clapping my mouth. I'm eating my breakfast.
Eat your breakfast away, babes. Eat it.
Hello.
Hello, darling. Back in.
Thank you, Matt.
Okay, it's probably good that Matt is actually back here, because Matt, this is your opportunity to, you're the comeback kid right now. We're rooting for the underdog.
One loss already.
We're rooting for you. Okay, all right, Butter. So
before you do that, babes, do you have subscriptions on your life?
I don't currently, guys. I'm still on the road to 1K. I need 1K to get my subscriptions.
What are you at now?
To get to 1K, I believe I'm just shy of 900.
Right, guys. So share Civilized Savage's page. Like, we need follow, repost all her content. We need her to get her to 1K by the end of this week, but by the end of the day, preferably, because I know you can do it. And then she can get her subs. Guys, if you want to be a part of this community, I have a subscription. It's only like £2 a month. It's mine, I think. £2. It's 1 cup of Starbucks coffee. And I know you spend loads of money on coffee every day. So 1 little coffee a month is nothing. sub to me. Then when we do these lives, we can have like separate sub lives.
Only. Yes.
Sub
We have
to
sub
me.
only lives.
Yeah, we're gonna have sub only lives. So get it where you can fit it.
So in the sharing, guys, can I just clarify? It'd be really helpful if go through my content, anything that you see, post it to a story and just hashtag follow. That would be really, really helpful. I'd really appreciate. You can't drop coins in the live. Come in say the money tight, cost of living crisis. We don't have the money and then the TikTok bank become my share up. It's all right. So a sharing of content would be a really nice way to kind of pay the energy forward that you guys are receiving from myself and Rox in this space today. So being mindful of time, we're going to get through this quiz super quick. Then we're going to have our card pull and then we're going to close out for our 12 o'clock end of Monday morning.
Yeah. Sorry, LB just wanted to say that you being under 1K is criminal, deserve so many more follows.
Thank you, darling.
Your sub is cheaper. Yeah, my sub is cheap. Oh, it's see, my sub is not even £2. It's less than a coffee, I'm telling you. Civil, please send your details. Okay, receive the. Okay, cool, got it. There you go. Go for it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, quick fire round. But I don't know if you were here when we had our first quiz this morning, and this is a regular feature of the Monday morning show. So, what it is, I'm gonna ask 3 questions. You guys will be on mute. So mute your mics as of now, please, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna ask the question. Once the question has been asked, as soon as you know the answer, unmute. First person, fastest fingers first. So the first question is, what boy band sang I Want It That Way?
Backstreet Boys.
Yes, it was the Backstreet Boys. Matt is in the running. 1 point for Matt. Well done, Matt. Okay, Butter. We need you to answer this question correctly. Okay, here we go. Which one should we go for? Oh, what 90s girl band sang the song Creep?
TLC.
Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry, Matt. I think Butter was just there on it. You just got it just that little bit quicker. All right. Who is known for their 1995 hit song Gangsta's Paradise?
I know that one. I know that one.
Matt, your mic's open, but we didn't hear you if you spoke.
Snoop.
It wasn't Snoop, so Butter, this is your opportunity to steal it. Do you know the answer, Butter? The question is, who is known for the 1995 song Gangsta's Paradise?
Oh, no, I don't. Oh, I can't remember his
Give
name.
you a clue. His hair was really weird.
I know, but I can't remember.
You can see him, but she can't remember the name. All right, time on that one. The answer was Coolio, guys. The answer was Coolio.
Rest in peace, yo.
R.I.P. Okay. Let's go with this one. Oh, I feel like this one's a bit tricky, but I think it's a good icebreaker. But I don't know if it's this anyway. Who sang the 1997 song Torn? I'm wide awake and I can see
I know that one.
The sky is torn.
Oh God.
5, 4.
We need some 2000 questions.
I feel like we do. 3,
No.
2, 1.
Yes,
No.
Rachel.
No, you said you knew, Rox. What's the answer?
Natalie Imbruglia.
Natalie Imbruglia. Okay, easy question then. This is it now. I believe it's easy anyway. Hopefully it is. Who is dubbed the queen of hip hop soul? Come on, guys. If you know your music, you know this. Okay, clue.
Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
Gifts.
Yes, boy. Let's gift that Butter. Well done, Butter. You're doing amazing. Well done, darling. Matt.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, you weren't able to be the comeback kid today, but you've been the comeback kid because you've come back to the Monday Matters morning show. So thank you for being here, Matt. We're always going to rock with you. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. Appreciate you, my guy.
Right, I'm going to drop you guys. Thank you so much for your
participation.
Involvement. Yep. We love you. Disconnected. Bye.
Guys. Right, as Roxy's doing her disconnections and hosty bits. Next week, guys, we're going to do the quiz every week. The quizzes moving forward are going to be more centered around
Rox and myself. So we're going to see who's really tapped in, who's really about this life of the community. Yeah. So we're going to be asking questions about Rox, about myself. So if you don't know, you got a week to get familiar with Rox, go into her lives, find out what she talks about, come into my lives, find out what I talk about, go through the content, see what I want in another life, because those are going to be the quiz questions moving forward. Okay. So just a little insight to that.
And as Civilized said, please do go through content, share, ask people to follow. It really helps. The gifts thing, there's no obligation. We're very much like that, but sharing costs nothing, you know, and it really helps. It really does help. So please do that.
In the comments, Rox, TikTok Sweet Shop has just said, we will offer a goodie bag for your quizzes. So thank you, TikTok Sweet Shop.
Thank you, TikTok Sweetie Shop. Everyone go and follow TikTok Sweet Shop, because if you're not following and then you win the quiz, you won't get the sweetie bag. I will eat it because I am actually a sweet fiend. So yeah, make sure you're following TikTok Sweet Shop to get the goodie bag. Thank you, TikTok Sweet Shop. Very appreciated. And if anyone else wants to like promo their stuff, just drop me or Civilized Savage a message and we'll discuss it, and yeah, we'll give you a shout out, no problem, and take that forward. So now we're into the last segment. 10 minutes. This is your Monday Matters guidance card pull for the week. Guys, don't get triggered, because we all support what we support, whether that's higher power, God, creator. This isn't voodoo thing, okay? It's just little guidance for the week ahead, okay? Take what you want from it, leave what you don't want, isn't it? If it doesn't want it, it's okay. Just be here for the good energy and the good vibes, all right? I'm pulling a card for us for this week, okay? Got a different set of cards this week. We did star signs last week, didn't we? Good. Very in touch. Give me a minute.
We're just generating the energy, guys. Just have to tap in.
Meditation, girl. It's supposed to do the breathing.
Yeah. But actually, we can do that now before we get the card pull in. Let's do it now. While you're generating the energy for the card pull, little mindful moment for the Monday morning, guys. So again, if you're tapped into me, you'll know that I do Wellbeing Wednesday every Wednesday. So we do a morning session and an afternoon session, 10:30, 8:30, 10:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the night. And again, me being a yoga instructor and a wellbeing coach, one of the things that we do a lot of is breath work and breathing practices, kind of, you know, reduce anxiety, kind of get us present in the moment. So with all that being said, we're going to have a little mindful moment, just a little 1 minute. Yeah. We're just going to take a little time just to ease off. So whatever you're doing right now, if you're driving, obviously do not do this. But if you're at home and you're sat down somewhere, if you're sat down somewhere, yeah, we're going to do a practice that's called box breathing. Yeah. So just think of a square. Okay. So it's 4 breaths. We're going to inhale on 4, and then we're going to hold, and then we're going to exhale on 4, and then we're going to hold. So I will lead you through it. So just sit down, get yourself comfy, taking a nice inhale. Let's inhale, exhale through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. This time we're going to inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it out, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And the final exhale, 3, 4. And I'll just come back to your regular state of breathing. Right. Gentle, mindful moment to lead us into the card pull. I hope that's kind of just giving you a minute to ground down quickly and into our card pull, Rox. What is the message for this morning?
The message for today is shining through. I don't know if you can see it, but it's shining through. And I feel like I'm getting the energy that a lot of us are feeling like we're buried at the moment, and buried under bills, buried under life stress, buried under cost of living, buried under social media, buried under Trump and Kamala, buried under whatever it is that is overtaking your brain. And when we're buried, we often think that we're not able to come out of it. But today's card is saying that you will be able to. It's saying that you'll be able to shine through. But I want you to take a minute, like today, just even that mindfulness moment gives you a time to reconnect with yourself, listen to your inner being. Hear what's going on out, like inside of you. Take time away from the noise. We spend a lot of time scrolling, and I say this, I'm not, no judgment here, because I live on TikTok and all that, but we do need to take some time genuinely in our lives daily to just sit with ourselves. That can be just before bed. So we put our phones away and we take a minute, 2 minutes, because in that moment, it allows you to connect with source, whatever that is for you. And we do need to do that regularly. Like, humans can't survive without connection. Some of us think that we can, but we can't survive. We're all interconnected in some way, which is why a lot of us end up on social media, because we're missing that daily connection in our lives. But we need to be connected to self first. And so this message this week is connect with self, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like we are a bit disconnected from ourselves, and that will allow you to shine through and achieve all the things that you want to achieve in this week. This says 30. I don't know why it says 30, but I'm getting the energy of 30 minutes, and that may be across the week. Don't want to put too much pressure on you lot to go, oh, I need to take 30 minutes a day, because you don't necessarily have it. But if that's 5 minutes a day from Monday to Saturday, and Sunday you just chill, just take some time for yourself. It's very, very important to connect with self. So that is the card for today, guys. I hope it connected with some of you guys. I'm seeing some stars on here, which again,
and it's generated the quote. Remember I told you that we were going to feel off the vibes?
Yeah, let's go.
I think, no, what's just come to me from that card pool and connected to the conversation that we're having is a candle doesn't lose any of its, when we talk about shining and kind of being bright and being authentically and showing up effectively, a candle doesn't lose its light by lighting another candle. It just brings more light. Yeah. And I feel that that's a really beautiful kind of concept to close out on this morning, because like we're talking about with AJ, if you're being that person and you're shining your light, it makes sense for you to light another candle, another person, be an inspiration, pour into somebody else, because that just brings more light to everyone else into the space. Yeah. So if we're shining, we're giving our energy and being the fullest of ourselves. That's energetic. You know, it's contagious. We give that to other people, and then we're just there in the lights. All the way, I just walk through, and then we shine. Everybody has shine. So go out and shine, everybody. Yes.
That's absolutely beautiful. Like, I just feel a little emotional, you know. No, I just feel a little emotion there.
Yes.
Stay connected, guys, because here's the thing. This is like, Civilized and I are very similar in our thought processes, in terms of, like, we're on TikTok. Social media is a part of life, and there's no point trying to avoid it, but you can make the space the best space that you can, and make it a space full of good energy, good vibes, a little bit of laughter, some toxicity, because like Civilized was saying today, it's balance in all things. Sometimes there's going to be a little toxic, but the whole point is that we want to end out on positive energy and good vibes and good connections and shining through. Like, we want you guys to be here, see something in this, and go forward and take that into your daily lives. That is the goal. And so Monday, the whole week matters, but Mondays matter with us.
Mondays matters with us. And you know what? With this, I think this is a perfect way to close, because someone in the comments has just said, this is better than loose women. I mean,
get it.
We can be your loose women for the Monday mornings.
But the Grinch twerking wouldn't be a sight to see. I would twerk, but the Grinch twerking. Rachel said she's emotional. When are we all going on holiday together? Listen, here's the thing.
Girl.
You lot keep this energy on Monday. Keep coming in here.
We got things for all.
The DBSs, so that we make sure everyone is safe to interact with everyone. and Civilized will do what we can do, like a well-being retreat. It can be other things, but
we got the things in the works. Just tap in, guys. We're building. Trust me.
Keep showing up. But girl, 3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes. We might as well just chill. Does anyone have anything they want to say in these last?
Does anyone have any final comments that they would like to share? Is there any feedback? I mean, I'm loving this comment of this is better than loose women. I mean, I'll take that for this Monday morning, definitely. Maybe drop your intentions. That's what it's just come to me. Closing out of the session on a Monday, we're going to drop our intentions, guys. Drop your intentions for your week moving forward. Yeah? That's what we're going to close out on. So we'll read the comments. And
what's your intention?
Again, babe?
What's your intention for this week?
My intention for this week is to show up for myself. Yeah? That's my intention for this week, because I think last week I had a little bit of a kind of I did a lot actually. Even my mum had to get on to me and be like, "You've actually done a lot of things. Recognize this." But to show up in a way that I'm proud of myself, I'll say that, yeah, because I've got lots of things that I want to do. So my intention for this week is just to show up and be proactive for me. That's my intention.
Love that. Absolutely love that. My intention this week is to not be so hard on myself. As do you. I do a lot during the week, but I never actually recognize that. Do you know what I mean? I'm always looking at what I haven't done rather than what I have done. So this week I'm going to focus on all the things I have done and use that to positively reinforce what I do going forward for the following weeks. Yeah, no hard on myself this week.
No hard on myself. Right, let's go through and see what the people have said. So Bougie Boutique says, manage my time and show up every day, no fear. Love that. Empress C. May says, you two are great together. Thank you. Butter says, discipline and start small. That's a very wonderful one, Butter. And Too Blessed to Be Sure, she said, I started my second book this morning. Big up you. Amazing.
Love that.
My intention this week is to finally buy the baking supply. Buy those supplies and get to baking, Antoinette.
Love that. Love that. Hold on. So Blessed to Be Stressed, Too Blessed to Be Stressed. You have a first book. Drop the name so that and where we can buy it so that we can be ready for the second book. Drop the name, girl. Quickly, you got a minute. Drop the name of the first book and where we can buy it. Guys, if you need something to read, Too Blessed to Be Stressed has a book. And we're all about supporting.
Which, guys, please tap in because I'm starting my book club next week. So anybody who, if you feel like you're not reading as much as you could be reading, tap in because the book club is starting next week. I'm going to let everyone know what the book is. And we're having lives around the book. So we're going to have a little read and we're jumping in live and we talk about the book. So come through.
Yeah, come through with that. I'm not ready to start mine yet. So there you go. You're both beautiful and generous. Oh, thank you. Matt says get a year older. Happy Earth Day for this week, Matt. Happy Earth Day. Guys, we're at mid. Oh, you're writing 2 books at the moment. Okay, girl. I'm sorry. Okay, girl. When you're
ready though, we got you.
We got you. Guys, have the best Monday ever and the best week going forward. You will see either one of us at some point on live. So definitely tap in, register, support, follow, share. We love you.
We really do.
We really do.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time. You could have been anywhere in these TikTok streets and you came to our house. So thank you for being at our house. Yeah. Wally Padoors is open on the TikTok street.
But some of them houses crosses. I'm telling you the truth. Some of them houses very crosses house. So you know, this is good house.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
Have a wonderful day, babes. I'll catch you
Rox. Thank you for being marvelous with me this morning. Dynamic duo. Better than loose women.
I'm telling you. Listen, I've got to talk to you about something anyway, so I'm going to message you. All right. Have a great day, people then. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.